Hi everyone, this side Arohi from Pyfo Technologies, and in my today's lecture I'll talk about Naive-Bayes theorem. Naive-Bayes theorem is used in Naive-Bayes algorithm, and using Bayesian theorem we can calculate conditional probability. That means we can use the probability of one thing to predict the probability of another thing. And I'll explain this conditional probability Bayesian theorem with proper practical example. So let's see. So this is the data set on which I'll be performing this conditional probability, this Bayesian theorem, right? So in this data set, we have four columns: day, discount, free delivery, and purchase. So what we want to do in this is, on the basis of day, discount and free delivery options, we want to know, we want to predict whether customer will purchase the items or not. So as I've told you, we have four columns, right? In day column. In day column, we have three kind of data: weekday, weekend, and holiday. Means if you'll see this column, in this column, you'll get three kind of different values. And then in discount column, we have two kind of values: yes and no. Yes means discount given, no means no discount. Free delivery, again we have two kind of options in it: yes and no. Yes means free delivery option is available, no means not available. Purchase column, the last column, purchase. In purchase column, again we have two different type of values: yes and no. Yes means person purchased, customer purchased the item. No means person didn't purchase it. So these are the four column. And purchase is a dependent column because this is what we want to predict, and we want to predict the purchase on the basis of day, discount, and free delivery column. So that means day, discount, and free delivery column are our independent variables. So see, whenever you want to apply Bayesian theorem, the very first thing which we need to do is to create a frequency table. The frequency table just displays the count of occurrences of value, means which particular value is occurring how many times in a particular column. So we have three columns, right? So fourth column is what we want to predict. So we are not creating frequency column on it. So we are creating frequency table on these three columns. So let's see it. So this is the frequency table for discount column, for this discount column. So this is the column name, and then this column have how many different kind of value. The discount column have two kind of values, right? Yes and no. Okay. And over here we have another column, purchase. This is a dependent variable which we want to solve. Again, purchase column have two kind of value, yes and no, means either person purchased a good or not purchased a good. Now, what we understand from this frequency table is, when discount is there, means when customers are getting discount, 19 customers have purchased, right? And one customer didn't purchased when discount was there. And when there is no discount, 5 customers purchased, right? Purchase, yes, over here, right? So 5 customers purchased when there is no discount, and 5 customers didn't purchase when there is no discount. So this is the frequency table for discount. In the same way, we have frequency table for free delivery column. This free delivery column. In free delivery column, again we have two kind of option: yes and no. So when free delivery option is there, then 21 customers purchased and 2 customers didn't purchase. And when there is no free delivery option, 3 persons purchased and 4 didn't purchase. So this is the frequency table for free delivery column. In the same way, this is the third frequency table for our third column, which is day. So in our day column, we have three kind of values: weekday, weekend, and holiday. So that's why day, and these are the different kind of values which are in this particular column: weekday, weekend, and holiday. Oh, in this side we have purchase column again, yes and no. on weekday 9 people purchased and 2 didn't, and on weekend 7 people purchased a product and 1 didn't purchase, and on holiday 8 people purchased and 3 didn't purchase. So these are the 3 frequency tables for 3 different features. Then let's move forward. So now, see, this is the Bayesian theorem. This is the formula of Bayesian theorem. This is a conditional probability formula. So over here, if you see, as I've told you in the starting, in the very first slide, I've told you, see, conditional probability Bayesian theorem simply means that we can use the probability of one thing to predict the probability of another thing. Means if I want to know the probability of this thing, then I can use the probabilities of these things to solve this, right? So over here, assume this A is a purchase column because I want to apply this Bayesian theorem on this data set, and in this theorem we have A and B. A is a dependent variable and B is storing the data of independent variable, right? So what is dependent in our case? What is dependent variable in our case? Purchase column. So this is what I've written over here. Let's make purchase as a B. Matlab, means from now onwards, just think that this A is a purchase. Wherever you see this A, that means we are talking about purchase. And wherever you see this B, B means we are talking about independent variable. We are talking about discount, delivery, and day column, right? So these are the 3 frequency tables. Okay, now let's move forward. Over here, what I'm doing over here is, see, first of all, I'm showing you, I'm over here, I'm calculating the likelihood for only one column. I'm working on day column first of all. Let's leave delivery, free delivery and free discount column for right now. Let's understand the concept with one column first of all. The very first column which I'm using to calculate this conditional probability is day column. Okay. So this is the frequency table of day column, which I've just shown you over here. This, right? So over here, you can see, as I've told you earlier also, how many total means records belongs to weekday. Whether it is yes or no, that doesn't matter. Just see how many records were there for weekdays. 9 yeses and 2 no. Total 11 records were there for weekdays. And how many records were there for weekend? 7 yeses and 1 no, means total 8 records were there. And how many records were there for holiday? 8 yes and 3 no, that means total 11. And in the same way, let's see how many total purchases were there. Yes, how many people actually did a purchase? You'll plus these values and you'll get 24. 24 people made a purchase. And how many no's were there? How many people didn't purchase? 6. So see, in this data set, the data set which I'm talking about, in this data set, total 30 records were there. But over here, just I have shown you a screenshot just to give you an idea like what kind of data is it, and all the calculation which I've made in this particular example is based on 30 records. Okay. So this is what we have done over here. Now this is a likelihood table of day. This is a frequency table. There is one more thing, likelihood. Likelihood simply means we want to know like out of how many records belongs to particular thing. Means as you see on weekdays 9 people made a purchase, right? So 9 out of how many? Total purchases were 24, right? Including weekday, weekend and holiday. Total purchases were 24, but out of these 24 purchases, 9 purchases were made on weekdays. In the same way, total purchases were 24, and out of those 24 purchases, 7 purchases were made on weekend. And in the same way, out of 24 purchases, 8 purchases were made on holiday. Alright. In the same way, how many no's were there in for purchases? 6, right? So that means what we are telling over here is out of 30 records, I have told you like in this data I have 30 records, right? And this whole problem is solved on the basis of those 30 records, those 30 values only. So out of those 30 values, 6 were not purchased and 24 were purchased, right? Okay, so as I've told you, probability of B, what I've told you, like what will be B? B simply means this B, right? This theorem's B. So I've told you, consider A as a dependent variable and we will be B as an independent variable. So, and in this slide we are working on day column only. So in probability of B, what I'm writing, it is equivalent to this, right? Probability of weekday is equivalent to probability of B, right? So how many weekdays, how many purchases were there for weekdays? 11 out of 30. So this is the probability of weekday, right? So for weekday we have these many records, and how many total records were there? 30 records were there. So 11 divided by 30, you'll get a probability of B, probability of weekday. And then this is the probability of A. I've told you, dependent variable. Dependent variable means we are talking about purchase. So see, in purchase column we have two kind of data, right? So we need to solve separately for both the records. So first of all, I'm solving for no, and then I'll be solving for yes in next slide. So in probability of A, what I'm storing is probability of no purchase, means how many no purchases were there, right? And that I'm storing in probability of A. Now we know what is probability of A, and this is the value. How many no's were there? 6 out of 30. So that means probability of A is 0.2 and probability of B is 0.37. So we know these two value now. Now let's find probability of B by A. This probability of B by A. This we have find probability of A and B. Now this is what we want to find. So probability of B by A. B means weekday, A means no purchases, means now we want to check the probability of this, like on weekdays, how many no purchases were there. So simply this is what we need to do. 2 no in weekday. So that's what I've written over here. And how many total no's were there? 6. Out of 6 no's, 2 no's belongs to weekday. So this will give us the probability of B given A. Now we have P of this, this, this. Now we have these three things. Now we can calculate this easily. So this is what I'm doing over here. This is the probability which I've calculated in last slide. This is again we have calculated in last slide. This is again we have calculated. And what we want to find now, probability of A given B, means probability of no purchase when weekday is given. And how we can find this, how we can find probability of A given B? So the formula is probability of B given A. Probability of B given A. What that data, this is the data over here. Probability of B given A. As per the formula, if you'll see the formula, probability of B given A. So over here, this is what I've done. Wait. Probability of B given A into probability of A, and what is A in our case? Probability of no purchase divided by probability of B, and what is probability of B? P, probability of weekday. And you'll fill these values over here and you'll get this output. What we are getting over here is 17% probability of no purchase on weekdays, right? So this is for no purchase. Now let's talk about purchase yes column. In my last slide, what we have discussed, like on weekdays, what are the probability that there would be no purchase, right? Now on this slide, what we'll be checking, what is the probability of purchase on weekday. So we know probability of B, and see over here this value is changed now, probability of A. What we are having over here is probability of purchase, and in a previous slide what we are having, probability of no purchase. See, in A we'll be writing whatever we want to find. So in my previous slide what we have find, no purchase. But in the current slide, we are talking about purchase. Okay. So how many purchases were there? Total 24 purchases, right? Total 24 purchases were there out of 30. 24 out of 30, that means 0.8%. We know the probability of A and we already have a probability of B, and probability of B given A, we have already solved it in the last slide from here. Now let's calculate probability of A given B, means probability of purchase on weekdays. So this is the formula which I've applied, probability of weekday purchase into probability of purchase and weekday. And this is the value which I get, 81%. So from this particular slide, we can say that probability of purchase on weekday is more than the probability of no purchase on the weekday. That means the conclusion is customers will purchase more on weekdays, because we have 81% probability for purchase on weekdays and 17% probability for no purchase on weekday, right? So over here we have just discussed about only one column. Right now we have solved the Bayesian theorem, but we have solved only for day column. But now in our data set we have three columns: day, free delivery and free discount. Now let's work on all the things together. So for that we need this kind of table for discount also. This is the frequency table and this is the likelihood table, right? And same way we have a likelihood table for delivery also. Now let's combine all the features together and calculate the probability. And this is the, suppose this is the situation, and means if days holiday discount is yes and free delivery is this yes, then what is the probability of purchase, right? This is what we want to solve. So this is the equation, Bayesian theorem I have already told you. And A will have a data, which data? About dependent variable, and B will have a data about independent variable. Okay. So these are the three frequency tables for three column: discount, free delivery and day. On the basis of these frequency tables only we'll be solving the equation. And what is the equation which we want to solve? Probability of A given B. Again, remember, we need to solve this equation two times. Why? Because in purchase we have two kind of data. First of all, we'll solve this equation for purchase yes, and then again we'll solve this equation for purchase no, right? So probability of A given B. So in first case our A is no purchase, right? Discount yes, free delivery yes, and day holiday. This is the situation which we want to solve right now. So fill the values. So probability of A given B is, this is the equation for this particular thing, and these are the values. We are getting these values from these frequency tables, and this is what I got: 17% probability of no purchase, right? So now let's solve the same equation for probability. This A is equal to yes, means over here we are talking about no purchase, but over here I'm talking about purchase, means what is the probability that person will purchase on holiday when delivery, free delivery option is available and discount is also there, right? When I'll solve this, so this is the output I'm getting, 98%. So that simply means probability of purchase is 98% and probability of no purchase is 17%. So this is the conditional probability of purchase on this particular day. So this is how you can use this Bayesian theorem. Thank you.